Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bemi, and today we're going to be talking about HTML. We're going to be exploring a little bit about the history of HTML, the meaning of HTML, how we use HTML, the essence of HTML. And at the end of this video, we're going to be building a very simple web page with just HTML. First, we're going to be talking about the meaning of HTML. HTML is actually an acronym, and it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext markup language is the standard markup language that is used to create and structure content on the World Wide Web. It is basically the backbone of every web pages, and it provides a predefined set of tags and rules that developers can follow to create content and structure content. HTML has come a very long way since its inception. It has gone through various versions, and it was created by a man named Sir Tim Berners-Lee. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, Sir Tim Berners-Lee. And we've had several versions of HTML from HTML 1, HTML 2, HTML 3, HTML 4, and currently, globally, we are currently using HTML 5.0. HTML uses tags to structure content, and the tag usually come in pairs. There will be the opening tag and the closing tag. The closing tag is differentiated with like a slash inside. And for example, we have the paragraph tag, which is commonly known as the P tag. It would have an opening tag and the closing tag that is differentiated with the slash. HTML is relatively easy to learn because the tags are mostly predefined, and all we have to do is just know the tags, know their work, and study the attributes of the tags and how to like manipulate and work our ways around it, how to use them, how to change them in some way. But dominantly, the tags they already have predefined attributes. They already have predefined way they work. So HTML is very much easy to learn for a beginner. HTML tags also have attributes, and these attributes helps us to provide additional information to the element. Commonly used attributes are ID, class, SRC, HRF, style. These attributes basically just help us to flex the HTML a little bit more, the elements more. They add flexibility and customization to our HTML elements. It's basically an inexhaustible list of HTML tags. There are so much. So we have all of these HTML tags, but I'm going to be citing a few examples. If you'd like to explore more, I'm going to be adding some link to some documentation in the description box, so you can go and check as much HTML tags as you can. In this video, we're just going to be talking about a few of them. So first, we have the HTML tag itself, which represents the root of an HTML document. We have the head tag that contains meta information about the HTML document. We have the title tag that says the title of the HTML document. This usually appears in your browser tab. We have the body tag that contains the content of the HTML document. We have our H1 to H6 tags that define headings of various levels from the largest, which is the H1, to the smallest. And we have the P tag, it defines a paragraph of text. We have the A tag, it creates hyperlinks or anchors for linking to other web pages and resources. Image tag embeds an image in the HTML document. The UL tag represents an unordered list. It's used to declare an unordered list. The OL is used to declare an ordered list. The LI is used to define item within the UL or the OL. The div tag is extremely commonly used. It represents a division or a section in an HTML document, often used for layout. We have the span that also defines an inline division or a section within a line of text. We have the form tag that defines an HTML form used to collect user input. We have the input tag that represents an input field where users can enter data. We have so many. We have the image tag. We have so many. You can get all of those in those documentation that I'm going to link below. Hi. Okay, so let's get started with creating our simple HTML web page. It's going to not have any styling, just pure HTML. We are going to be using a few of the tags we learned. We're going to be using H2 on other list, UL, the paragraph tag, and some other tags. So I have my folder here. I have my project folder here. I named it HTML web page, And if I open it, you can see I have like an image folder that I have created that contains an HTML icon, and I have like an empty index.html file where I'm going to like declare my HTML document in. So let's get started in my VS Code. All right, so in my VS Code, I have the same folders and files, the images folder that has my logo and my index.html file. So I'm going to, and of course, I have opened this up in my local on my local browser. Sorry. So yeah, have it here opened up on Chrome side by side, and yes, we can start. All right. So usually we would start with declaring this as an HTML type document, and we use this to declare. You can see that it's already suggesting for me doc type HTML, which simply means that this is an HTML document. And then we declare our HTML file, our HTML tag. Okay, sorry, our HTML. All right. Okay, what's going? Sorry. All right. We have our HTML. Okay, and in it we would have our head and body. Our head tag would usually contain the metadata and the title, so you can like have your metadata and all of that here. So of course, but then you can actually just scratch this and use a shortcut, just pressing your exclamation mark and enter the first one, the single one. You kind of just declares everything for you. It gives you like the structure. You already have like your declaration, your doc type declaration here, the HTML head, you have the title, you have your meta tags, and you already have your body tag. So you can just start working. So we pick up from like, we can just change our document here. We can change our title rather to say my HTML web page, All right, so there we have it. My HTML web page. Let's refresh this. You can see my HTML web page is what we have here now. All right. So yeah, I don't really like the head section. Whatever is in the head, you will most likely see it here. Whatever content is declared here will most likely be here. But whatever content is declared in the body tag will be like on your web page. All right. So let's have it in like sections. Let's have our H1 tag first. Say welcome to my HTML web page. Welcome to my HTML web page. All right. Okay. Let's have a small paragraph tag. Say this is an HTML web page for learning HTML, we can then like have another. Let's have our image here. Let's have our HTML logo. Don't forget we have our HTML logo right here in the images folder here. So we just have to direct it to that folder. /. The dot and slash is basically just us navigating to where the image is. So we're telling the image tag, okay, go here to find the image, right? So click your images folder, and this is the image. HTML.png is the image that we want to display there. So let this be like our top section. We can just declare this is an HTML for the alt, or we can just leave it empty. All right. So this is our first section, right? Let's try to check that here. You can see we have our H1. Welcome to my HTML page. This is an HTML page for learning HTML, and we have our image underneath. So let's move on to like the second section. Let's declare an H2. An H2 is always smaller than an H1. So let's start with say HTML basics. So HTML basics. Underneath, let's have an ordered list. An ordered list is usually a list that is numbered. Ordered list is different from an unordered list. All right, GitHub properly notice. I don't know. All right, so in every ordered list or unordered list, we always have the list tag inside it. So we have the li, which declares the items. So let's put some content in here. Say HTML stands for, I believe we all know what that stands for now. It stands for hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. The T is supposed to be in capital letter. Hypertext markup language. Let's just change this. All right. Let's add another list item. Another li. Say HTML is used to create and structure content of web pages and structure content of web pages. All right. HTML is used to create and structure content of web pages. All right. Let's add something else. Okay. I don't want to expand this too much because let's shift this on. Okay. Let's close this. All right. Another li. HTML uses tags to define its elements. All right, so let's say that is just our like next category. Let's view it here. You can see this is our H2. The content we declared in it was HTML basic, and we have our ordered list. We have number 1, 2, 3. You can see the content we included in it. So let's move to another section. Let's declare the title of another section. So H2. This section is dedicated to HTML tags. We're just going to highlight some examples of HTML tags here. Let's have an unordered list here. So here in the initial one, we had an ordered list. Let's have an unordered list here. Just like in an ordered list, you'll always have the list tag inside it to declare the items as well. So let's just give examples of like HTML tags. Or let's have a paragraph here that just says, here are some commonly used HTML tags. I feel like I should change the board. Let me turn the light on from the camera. Yeah, some commonly used HTML tag, and now let's start declaring them. We are going to use the opening tag and the closing tag. One you can use to like represent that in HTML. There's like a symbol we can use, and L and LT, then hyphen. Yes, to declare that. It's like the representation. It's more or less like the it helps us, basically it just helps us to open the, like it gives us the what's it called, less than symbol, the less than symbol. You can see it on my webpage here. I already have it here because I declared it in my list. So we have H1 to H6. Let's write H1. Let's close it. So this is the symbol to close it, and JT, then your column. H1 to, all right. Copilot is already helping us with that. So this is like our headings. So this is like the first item. I'm trying to tell you, here are some of our commonly used HTML tags. The first one is like our H1 to H6 tags. They are like our headings. They are the ones we use to declare headings. You can see that here. All right, there's a space here. Okay. So let's have another list item. What other tag do we have? We have the paragraph tag. So let's write that as well. LT, all right. P, and then and GT. All right, so the P tag will be dedicated to paragraph. We used to declare paragraphs rather. Let's have another one. We have another LI, another list. We can use image and all right. We can use let's write image here. Let's close it and go GT. All right. This is used to declare an image. Let's put 2 more in here and then I'll close this. Okay. Let's what about that other list? Okay, an anchor tag. So we have an A tag, which is our anchor tag. We used to like link it's an hyperlink. We can use it to like fix an hyperlink into our web page that links to like another web page. Let's put in our URL. Okay. LI, all right. So we have the and L T, okay, UL and JT, all right. This helps us to declare our own ordered list, and we can just copy and paste this for our ordered list. I just need to change. So this will be our ordered list. We have used our own ordered list and ordered list in the first. We used our own ordered list here, and we are currently using our ordered list here rather, and we're currently using our own ordered list here. So I guess that's with the next paragraph. Let's pretend it's a paragraph. So yeah, you can see here we declared an ordered list, but here we declared an unordered list. You can see that this list is not ordered. It's just like declared with a bullet point. We have our H1 to H6, our headings, our P tag, our paragraph, IMG, image, A tag is our anchor tag, UL is our unordered list tag, and OL is our ordered list tag. So let's talk about something else. I want us to have like a bit of a longer, another H2, say HTML attributes. Okay, let's use an ordered list here as well. So now we declare our LI. So we have the class. Let's have a paragraph here that explains what HTML attributes are. So HTML tags can have attributes that helps us to add kind of attributes. What the attributes do? They help us to provide additional information for our elements. Can have attributes that provide additional information. I'm really just trying to repeat what I mentioned in like the things I said in the first part of the video, and just try to like put it out and put it on our website about our elements. So we have different types of attributes. We have the class, which is the first one I'm putting here. We also have the ID. We have the SRC, is literally means source. Is what we is the one we used here in our image. Is the attributes that leads us to where the image itself is in our code base, right? We have the href. I don't know if it's href. Yeah, it's href. It is used in our anchor tag. It's kind of specified the URL of a link to resources. Okay, if we are linking another website on our own website, it helps us to specify the URL of that website. I don't know if that makes sense, but then we have the style. Because they're not using CSS on this webpage. If we were using CSS, you will see us using the style attributes a lot. All right, what do we have here? Okay, so we have our HTML attributes. We have our HTML tags. We have our HTML basics. Then have the last paragraph. We're calling it paragraph, right? We have our H2. Let's call this conclusion. Conclusion. Okay, let's just put a P tag. Let's say that's it. All right, that's it for our HTML tutorial. Our HTML tutorial today. Congratulations on building your first HTML website. Or it might not be your first, but congratulations on building an HTML website. Webpage. All right. So let's have another paragraph tag, and let's say applicable. To see what. So yeah, here we go, guys. This is our HTML webpage. Very ugly, but we get the gist. We have our H1, we have our paragraph, we have our image, we have H2, we have our ordered list here. We have our H2 again, we have our paragraph here, we have our unordered list here. We have H2 again, we have paragraph again, we have our ordered list again, we have H2 again, paragraph. Of course, there are so many HTML elements. You can use as much as you want. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be linking some documentations that have several HTML elements and tags that you can just explore and use on your home.